4.8 magnitude earthquake struck the New York City area Friday morning, shaking buildings up and down the East Coast and surprising many residents who rarely experience such events.
I was scared. I've never felt one before.
It felt really strange because it was my first time experiencing that.
The quake's epicenter was in Tewksbury in central New Jersey, about 40 miles west of New York City according to the U.S. Geological Survey. It occurred just after 10:20 a.m. Eastern Time. Tremors were felt in the heart of Manhattan and beyond, with people from Baltimore to Boston reporting rumblings. Surveillance video captured the moment it shook this Boonton, New Jersey coffee shop.
This is one of the largest earthquakes on the East Coast occur in the last century.
New York Governor Kathy Hochul said that engineering teams were inspecting infrastructure and that no life-threatening situations had been identified. A few aftershocks followed later in the day, explained David Wunsch, state geologist and director at the Delaware Geological Survey.
It looks to be at least 2 or 3 aftershocks that have been recorded since the major event earlier today, but they're all more like in the magnitude 2 range, so significantly smaller, and that's very typical of earthquake behavior, that you have a gradually tailing off of the magnitude of the aftershock energy with time.
Friday's tremor was the largest felt in the city since the 2011 5.8 magnitude earthquake in Virginia that prompted evacuations of New York City Hall and other buildings and caused damage in Washington, D.C. According to the USGS, earthquakes in the eastern U.S. are felt across a far broader area than western quakes because the bedrock is much older and harder, transferring seismic energy more easily.
School was fine. I think they emailed right after that some kids felt and some kids didn't. So certainly Arya didn't feel anything, but some kid might have.
That's because I was in the house.
She were in the house, yeah.
Did they say anything at school to you about the earthquake? No?
No.
Okay, good.
But
good.
we got the email right away.
We had indoor recess.
You had an indoor recess, okay. Home.
Oh, okay, see you.
See you, thank you.
So no, I thought it was an earthquake, but I thought I was overreacting. I went about my day, ignored it, and then I noticed that there was a group chat from the parents of my daughter's school, and one mom said, "Was there an earthquake or am I crazy?" And all the other parents said, yes, we heard it. So.
I felt scared and I was so surprised. I couldn't believe that there was an earthquake in New York City. And I was worried about my kids and I hoped that they were safe. But the school sent out an email pretty quickly thereafter telling us that everything was fine and that they had checked the building. So I felt better about everything.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you.
Can I see the peninsula? We didn't hear anything at first, but later on, like maybe 20 minutes later, we heard an announcement saying that it was an earthquake and everyone was okay.
Did you feel comfortable after that?
Yeah, but I was still a little shaken up because I was kind of scared. The ground was shaking, and I didn't hear necessarily as much the rumbling, but it was still scary.
Like in the classroom for you?
In the classroom, my teacher said it might be an earthquake, but it wasn't sure until we got an alert on the phone, an Amber Alert, and then she read it and it was an earthquake.
Good dog.
It's all problems.
Come on.
I was scared. I've never felt one before because I grew up in New York and we don't really have them often. So I thought it was a train personally, and then it just kept going.
It felt really strange because it was my first time experiencing that. I was actually at the office and I just left early. So that was pretty crazy, to be honest. I was really scared and that's why I'm going home right now. And just hope everybody's safe.
I forgot what time it was, 10:30-ish or something. It literally, the entire building rumbled. I actually was delighted to find out that a tractor trailer did not hit the side of my building. When we came out, I've lived in New Jersey since 1964 officially, and never felt that before.
I heard the loudest boom and crack as if the house cracked in half or something. And I ran towards the deck and outside, and I guess I was so quick that I felt nothing other hearing the boom and the roaring. When I got to the front yard, my neighbor with her 2 daughters was out, and her daughters were sleeping, so unfortunately they experienced the house shake, the frames fall. Bella, the 10-year-old, 11-year-old, fell down the stairs from fear. But after that was it.
I forgot what time it was, 10:30-ish or something. It literally, the entire building rumbled. I actually was delighted to find out that a tractor trailer did not hit the side of my building. When we came out, I've lived in New Jersey since 1964 officially, and never felt that before. Nothing was damaged. Phones got inundated by, we're very blessed personally, and the business customers and loved ones were calling us to see if we were okay.
So we were at home, working from home on my computer, the coffee table, and I heard the loudest boom and crack, as if the house cracked in half or something. And I ran towards the deck and outside, and I guess I was so quick that I felt nothing other hearing the boom and the roaring. When I got to the front yard, my neighbor with her 2 daughters was out, and her daughters were sleeping, so unfortunately they experienced the house shake, the frames fall. Bella, the 10-year-old, 11-year-old, fell down the stairs from fear. But after that was it. We stayed outside for a little bit, and we went back inside.